Shalom, Israel. Well, Isupk start off 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander Johnny Hanna, 1969, where we teach, since we've been teaching blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians, that they are and we are the 12 tribes of Israel. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite group. If you're not an Isupk, then you're simply not of the truth. We're not affiliated with any other Israelite group. This is the Isupk Lashawan Qadash class. Officer CHAAZAQ SHAPAR out of Greenville, South Carolina, where we teach every Friday night. We teach the black, Hispanic, and Native Indians that we have ancient Hebrew and we have Assyrian Hebrew. The original Hebrew is the ancient Hebrew that we've had since the Most High has given it to us forever in a daydream. You know, that's what we are. We're made up of that. We don't speak Yiddish. That's that German derelict, something an Edomite white man has come up with. We speak the original Lashawan Qadash, okay? And of course, when we were in captivity, we learned this Syrian language. Now, Hebrew has characters, and we'll go over that. And it has characters, it has vowels, it has sounds, and as people check in the chat, we'll talk a little bit more about that as we go on. Characters, vowels, and sounds, and they basically we teach a sound. A character makes a sound, and we'll show you. We'll go over that. We have people checking in class. Marcus Harris. Marcus Harris, glad to have you in class, Marcus. We learn more and more. We have more and more people check in. We have some exciting classes, man. We're going to go over tenses and how vocabulary. Of course, we all try to go over that every week. And of course, we'll go over, what was the other thing that we talked about going over? That's all right. That's all right. I got it. Don't worry about it. Tenses, I'll look it up. Tenses, a little vocabulary, and similarities. Yeah, we'll go over some words that are similar in meaning. Therefore, if you miss one thing and trying to spell it, you know, that's why it's important to learn the Hebrew and get the spelling exactly right, so you won't mess up, you know. So, and it's not so much as that, it's just that to be so more particular and careful that every word means something. Every word has to be spelled correctly, and that's what we're trying to do and learn in Hebrew. So when you read it in the Tanakh, the whole idea is to understand the Hebrew words, man. That's what we're trying to do. That's what we learn in Hebrew. So, as we get started here, we go over to Hebrew. Hebrew reads from right to left. From right to left. Always. Never left to right. It's always been right to left, man. That's the way it should be read. When we say Abba, Gada, Hawazaka, Taya, Kalamanasa. I, Pa, Kwa, I, Pa, Taza, Kwara, Shata. And then we have the top line is the Syrian, the ancient. And then the bottom line is different characters, as you notice, if you can see it on the board. But they have the same sound. Because, you know, that's what we kept up with. And of course, we have special characters in the Hebrew. There are 5 of them. And those characters occur at the end of every word. If there is a, when you have ka, we went over that last week, ka, ma, wa, ka, ma, na, pa, and taza, those special characters. Okay, and we'll go a little bit of that today. We have one of the officers here, since he's been a truther, learn Lashawan Qadash, and he reads for us on our Sabbath services. Join us tomorrow on our Sabbath services, of course. That's what we do. We read the Tanakh on Sabbath services. We read it. We talk to each other. You know, when we say Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, Brakatham, to all our men, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, to all our women. We're talking Hebrew. That's Hebrew. That's what we learn. We learn our salutes. We learn words, no, la'ah, khan, yes. And that's how we learn. And we invite you, as you get in the chat, study with us, man. But leave all your rhetoric and all your negativity at home somewhere, or we'll just delete you from the chat. But however, if you come to the chat and you want to contribute, so like to the men over me, you want to contribute, well, this is the class for you. That's what we're here for, the Hebrew language, okay? So we'll start. We'll go in, let's see what we're going to start with here today. Let's see what we want to start in. Let's see. Let's get on some of this language. Who we have in the chat now? Marcus, we have people we need to have Officer Sharp put our names, our chat, in our chat. We put up our, that we have in our chat to make sure that you put your name in the chat, in the name bar, so you can get your Hebrew name after you participated in classes. Man, we recognize that here in South Carolina, no matter where you are. I mean, we'll refer that to your camp, and you get your Hebrew name after you've been here for 6 months, man. So that's why it's important to keep checking into the chat. Okay, we'll have that chat put up here in a little bit. When Sharp puts it up.
I did it because he ain't answering my message.
Okay, good. All right, you got it put up there?
Yeah, I just did.
Okay, good. Glad. We'll have one of the officers, y'all will put it up in the chat for us. And as we go on, but Hebrew characters, let's go over that. We'll as more and more people check in the class, we'll have it. Let's go over Hebrew characters. Hebrew has, as we said, how many characters do they have? How many characters, Asha?
Hebrew 22.
22 characters, right?
Okay.
Very good. Okay. Is that in the ancient or the Assyrian?
That's an ancient.
It's an ancient, right? So how many characters do we have? Exactly. So we'll write it in here, okay? The ancient, okay? How about the Assyrian?
Looks like Brother Quan said 20. He just checked it. He also said 22.
22, Brother Quan. Okay, good. Glad to have you say Quan. Quan said, Quan's been studying his Hebrew also. Yeah. All right, 22, right? And how many do we have in Assyrian?
Wait a minute.
11 answered, yeah. How many characters do we have in Assyrian? Let's make sure. I try to go over this over every class, so it won't be just because you always have people checking in that have really not checked in class a long time. Got another answer up there. Give me a breast there. No? Okay. How many? That's what I want to know. I want to know how many characters are in the Assyrian. I mean, I just mentioned it, so let's see if we can remember. See if people can remember that.
Slack, Brother Quan also said 22.
22, right?
Okay.
Okay. 22, right? Okay. Let's clap it up for Brother Quan, right? Good. Now, there are Hebrew, Assyrian characters that occur at the end of words. How many are there? It didn't tell me what they are. All right, because we're going to go over some stuff here. We do this all. We have exciting classes all the time, man. We get you guys to participate in the audience, and that's what I want. So how many, in Assyrian Hebrew, there are ending characters, right? There are ending characters. What we call ending characters. How many are there? How many ending characters are there? See if y'all remember. How many is that?
No answer. I was about to answer. But
yeah, I mean, you can. Go ahead.
5, sir.
There's 5 ending characters. Very good. Now, that's very good. Let's clap it up for. Who else? Somebody wrote in the chat?
Brother Quan said he thinks 5.
He thinks 5. Okay. Well, he's right. Now, I mean, and use the charts. They're right in front of you. Here's the good thing. Okay, so we know there's 5, 22 Hebrew. Now, can anybody name those ending characters? Well, I know I spelled those wrong. Characters. I know the generals get on me sometime for misspelling something, and they're right. Ending characters, they're 5, exactly right. In the Assyrian only, they're not in the ancient now. The ancient doesn't have. But now see if anybody can tell me what one of those ending characters. Anybody? We got it in the chat as we go on. Anybody can tell me what those ending characters are? That's what we're after. There's 5 of them. So what are they? Give me one of them. You know, Ashok? Oh, somebody got something.
Brother Quan said Ka.
He said a car, right?
Ka, K-A.
K-A. Yeah. I mean, we talked about that last week. So it looks like that, right?
Okay.
Ka. That occurs. That ka, man. That occurs, you know, sort of like that. That occurs at the end of a Assyrian word. You know, if it has a word like that, like I'll give you a word like that. Let's give it a demonstration here. Let's give a word like malak. Okay. Malak. Malak means king. Okay. Anybody go ahead.
Brother Quan said Kwa and Pa.
He said, what did he say?
Kwa and Pa.
Qua? No, not qua. It's pa, and the qua is not one that didn't carry, but pa is. All right, I'll put down pa. Pa is definitely one of them. Pa, like this. Pa. Or like that. That's pa. Okay? Sort of like this. Pa is ka, pa, that's 2 of them. And malak, to use malak, if you want to spell that in Hebrew, you know, you'd go like this if it was Assyrian Hebrew. It would go like this, because since we're talking about Assyrian, because we use both kinds of Hebrews here, Assyrian, like that. Ma, then we say la, like that. Okay, in this case, we use the ka, right? Okay, somebody else got something in the chat?
Brother Quan said Na, and Brother Shar put Par Baf Yahweh.
Who?
Brother Quan said Na, N-A, and Brother Shar said Par Baf.
What?
He said Par Baf.
Paraba? Yeah.
I don't know if she using his or I don't know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's got the chat up there. Okay, Paraba Yahweh.
I think he probably tagged her in it.
Okay, I got you. I see what you're saying. Black. Yeah, okay, good. And here's an illustration. Appreciate that for putting that in the chat there. For who else? Somebody else got something in the chat?
Yeah, Brother Shar said he just tagged her.
Okay, good. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, Sharp. Ka. That right there in the connector. Here it is right here. This is ka. And what we use that for, and ka, like that, if it occurs at the end of a word like malak, which means king, now you have to use this ending character, ka. That's a good example. Okay? All right, somebody else give me, you didn't erase it. Did I get that eraser? What'd I do with it? Oh, I got it, no, somewhere. Hell, got one? Appreciate that. The water. Okay. All right. So that's when you use malak right there. As a matter of fact, let me do it in green so people can see that. I've normally been doing ending characters in green since I've been teaching this few years now. Malak, like this, like that. Okay, something like that. Okay, and malak, normally, you know, you wouldn't put that there if it was ancient. But because malak ends in a ka, or a K sound, or ka, then you would put the ending character there. That's the whole idea of ending character. So, just so you can understand. Now, anybody, let's see. Okay, now I'm still waiting for the rest of the ending characters. So far I have ka and pa. What are the rest of the ending characters in the chat? Somebody tell me that in the chat. What are the rest of the ending characters in the chat? You can hit that, man. Kill that. Yeah, kill that. Kill it. Just, or the other way down. Yeah, turn it down. Yeah, there you go. You can do that. Sloppy. I'm still waiting. We have ka, pa. I mean, you said there were 5. I know Quan. You said there was 5, and go ahead, Asha.
CHAAZAQ.
Which one is it?
CHAAZAQ.
CHAAZAQ. He said CHAAZAQ is one of them. Okay. CHAAZAQ. All right. I'm still waiting for more people in the chat. So CHAAZAQ would be like, sort of like this. That's an ending CHAAZAQ. Sort of like that. Got somebody else in the chat over there? What are they talking about?
Brother Quan said ma and ya.
He said ma. He said ma. Okay, ma is one. Okay, and ma, of course, looks like always have that flat bottom. Remember that flat bottom, and then we go up, then around like this. Then we kind of put a belly on it like that. That's a ma. That's the ending character. We got one. What was the other one?
He said ya. And the CHAAZAQ bars real.
Right.
Raya, she put ma, na, wa, CHAAZAQ.
Ma, na. Well, so we need a na, right?
Okay.
Okay, so the na, because we didn't have that one up there yet, right? So na sort of looks like this. Is that 5 of them? So what do we have? Name them off. Ka. We name them in order too. We got them out of ka, ma, na, pa, and CHAAZAQ, right?
Okay.
Kind of order right there. Anybody else read in the chat?
Nah, it was just a sister,
CHAAZAQ boys read?
kind of checking in.
Good. Glad to have you guys in class checking in. But anyway, give everybody a hand clap for that, man, because that you need to know this as we move on. You know, and that's it's good to know. This is kind of basic stuff, but we'll erase this. But it's good to know. It's good to know things like that because every class I try to go over that so people won't get left behind. A lot of people know that even if you've been doing this for a year, you still need to refresh. But some people haven't done it at all. So it's good to know that. Any more in the chat there?
The brother Cosmar just checked in.
Cosmore is good. Glad he's in class. He's normally in class. So we're gonna go with a few things here. All right. We're gonna give you guys some assignment right there. And you can do this assignment, so don't back out. If I have a word like let's see. Let me show you some similarities here of words, man. I want you guys to tell me what this is. I'm gonna show you how words can be similar, and if you miss one little sound, one little character, man, like we're gonna have similar. I think that's how you spell it. Is that right?
Okay.
Similar, right?
Oh,
I got something wrong.
I think you gotta swap the L and the I. You got me all messed up. No, I think that's wrong too. Let me check.
So check that spell out now. Let's get the word similar spelled correctly. My God, somebody in chat may even know. Similar sometimes, but similarity.
That was right the first time.
The right first time, right?
Okay.
Okay. All right. Spell it again. Similar. It means the same or similar and look alike. It's not quite a homophone. You know, like you have homophones that have they look differently and they have different meanings and they definitely spell differently. Who's that in the chat right there?
Yeah, just the spelling it the same.
Who spelled that?
The brother Marcus.
Appreciate that, Marcus. That's how you spell it, right?
Right.
Okay. All right. In the chat, this is what I want you to do. I'm gonna put something up here, I'm gonna put it in ancient Hebrew, and I want you guys to tell me what this word is, because we're gonna go over. We're gonna show you how things. If you miss, if you miss a few, if you miss a lot of people say, I get some comments sometime. If you miss a similar sound or a similar word, a similar understanding of the character, or miss it, then you'll mess up the entire word. So that's what I want to get there. Any more in the chat? Okay, good. All right, this is what I want you to do. Okay, we're going to say this. I'm going to do this in ancient. I'm writing pretty big here so people can see it, right? And I want you guys to tell me the difference in these words. As a matter of fact, I'll put one in, I'll put them the same. Now let's do it in Assyrian. Okay, so that you guys can see that there's a difference, right? So we'll say sort of like that, yeah. Okay. All right. Sort of a slam there. We don't want that. I want you guys to tell me what these words are. Wait a minute. Sorry. Sorry about that. And we'll go over. Tell me what these words are in the chat. Write them out. We'll give you guys time. You never know rushing there. Anybody else?
No.
Okay, just let me know when you get responses there. All right, I wrote one. They're similar. They're similar. They're similar in sounds, almost similar in spelling. Not the same. Similar does not mean the same. It just means it looks like it. But tell me what this is, and we'll show you the similar, and we'll show you what the meaning of these words are, man. So we can show you. Somebody else got something there? What they got?
The brother Marcus said, Qadash.
How did he spell
CHA.
Okay. C-H-A.
D-A.
D-A.
S-H-A-R.
S-H-A-R.
Okay.
Okay.
And the brother, the sister Labaya said Qadash, Kamash.
She spelled what she said.
Alright, the first one is Qadash.
Yeah.
C-H-A.
Okay.
D-A.
Yeah.
S-H.
Okay.
And the second one is C-H-A. M-A-S-H.
C-H-A-M-A.
S-H.
S-H, right?
Come.
Anybody else?
Brother Kazamar said Qadash. He spelled it the same way with C-H-A.
Right.
D-A-S-H.
Okay. That's the first one. Okay.
That top one, I don't know if that was already on the board or not.
What, this?
Come, but everybody's spelling Qadash the same way.
Just tell me what the word is. I'll handle it from there.
Qadash.
Right. Yeah.
C-H-A.
Yeah.
D-A-S-H.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
And Brother Marcus just said you forgot the A at the bottom before the R.
What?
I don't know. The chat getting confused. Everybody flooding the chat at once.
Okay, man. Look. Go back to Marcus. What did he have on the board? What did Marcus say?
Qadash. C-H-A. D-A-S-H-A-R.
Oh, that's what he said. He said an A there. Yeah, okay, got you. Yeah, tell me exactly what they say one at a time. That's all I want.
And Sister Labaya, she spelled the same way, Qadash.
Not the same way. You just tell me what they got. What does Labaya have?
C-H-A-D-A-S-H.
That's all I need to know. What
and
about
for
the
the
second?
second one, she has C-H-A-D-A-S-H. M-A-S-H.
Okay. Anybody else?
Then the trooper Kazamar got C-H-A-D-A-S-H.
Okay.
Quan, C-H-A-D-A-S-H.
Okay. What about this one?
Nobody else has. The sister, the only
The
one
sister,
who responded to both.
Lavaya has that. Okay. Anybody else?
And the sister Labaya says Salakia. Wa as the word and in Hebrew is what I mean by the wa.
What? Say that again. What she said?
Salakia. Wa as the word and in Hebrew is what I mean by the wa.
Okay, got you. Okay, got you. Okay, here's the, all right, let's clear this up. All right, so the next one. All right, first of all, the word up here in ancient Hebrew is Qadash. Down here it is Kamash. So Labaya and I think Quan and who else? And Kaz have Qadash right. They all have that right. But the only one that gave me an answer for Kamash was Labaya, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. That's what I want you to know. So those words look the same, right? And let's clap it up for everybody for getting the words there. Now let's address what was the other guy name? What's the brother name?
Brother Marcus.
Brother Marcus. Everything you got is right except for when you're going with the AR. I don't know where you get that from. There's no R behind here. Okay? All right? So there's no if you put down AR behind there, there's nothing behind this word to say R. So it is Qadash. You had that part of the word correct, okay? So let's clap it up for all of them, all right? All right? Okay. Now, so what that is, the words look alike. And that's the whole point. That's what I'm trying to let you know. If you miss, like right here, like right there, that M. So, I mean, you miss that. And of course, Qadash in itself simply means new. Well, we'll put it, can you see this right here? Yeah, we can put it right here. It means new. Okay? All right, so that's the point. And of course, Kamash means 5. But just missing, that's the whole point of the exercise. Just letting you know that similarities, man. Anybody in the chat there?
That Brother Marcus just said, apologies, he looked at the chart wrong.
That's all right. It's no problem. It's no problem, man. It's just, that's the whole point is, it's not right or wrong here. It's the point is, you get the point. That's the point. That's how we learn. Don't worry about it, Marcus. You get the next one, all right? But anyway, when you say Qadash, if you miss, and I spelt it in, I did it purposely down here in Syrian, so you have to be able to read that. And you can read this one too. So everybody say Qadash, and then whether you look at the chart, there's nothing wrong with looking, that's why I put the chart up there. And you guys, write in your notes. But the word new, if you want to say Qadash, it means Qadash, new. But if you want to say Kamash, you want to say 5, you want to say Ka, Ma, and Sha. They're similar. I mean, one sound. Am I right? Am I right, Asha?
Okay.
One sound, man, just one. One sound can make an entire difference of a word. Just one sound. That's it, da and ma. And they look very similar. So when you're reading them, a lot of people say, "Oh man, I'll just skip over the similarities or the similar sounds or the similar looks." But that's why it's important to know these sounds right here. That's why it's important to understand what you're looking at. Just one. That's all it takes, man. It just takes one. I don't want to say it's an error. It's just one look at it, like right here, the da, and over here the ma. The da and the ma, just one will make that look like, okay. I mean, it's easy to do. I mean, I can pick out some more words that look like that. Okay? That makes sense? All right, Asha. Come to the board here for a second, if you don't mind. I'm gonna write something on the board. I want you guys to interpret it for me and tell me what it is, okay? So everybody got this in their notes, right? And I hope you guys understand, right? If you guys understand, there's always in the chat, you can always clap things up to let people know, give people support and understanding how this looks, you know. It looks like you're participating. And of course, Marcus, you're right. It's almost act like you're in an exam, you're in a quiz, man, and that's what we're doing. And give it your best shot. I don't care if you use the chart or not, okay? So if everybody got that on the board, right? Okay, here you go. Ashar. Here you go, Ashar. I want you to go ahead and erase that right there. I want you to do this for me and put this on the board when you got one. Okay. You can, let's see what we got. Yeah, you can erase this. All right, let's write the words similar again. Oops, let's use this one. All right, let's pay attention, guys. Let's do this one. I'm going to give you some more similarities here. And then we're going to move on to something else. Just want you guys to understand, all right? And that's very good assignment. I appreciate that. Write this word here. Write this word for me. Z in the, za.
Or just
Well,
a symbol.
you want to write it this way.
All right.
Write this, write the symbol for it. I'm sorry. Yeah. We'll make it look like a 2 now. Make it look like a Z, so that's right there. There you go. Okay, there you go. Give me a, ya. And give you an N, a na. Okay? And of course, put them on different lines. There you go. And put it on the next line, right?
Same.
Yeah, next line now, put the next line, give me a ma. Ya. And na. Okay? Give me na. It's right in front of you. Oh, you put it in Syrian? Yeah, you can do that. No, that's fine. That's fine with you. As a matter of fact, I appreciate that. And then now here, give me another ancient, okay? Ya.
In ancient.
Yeah. Ya. Well, you can do it in ancient if you want to. Ya, and however you want to do
Oh,
it.
it's not. I'm all over the place.
Yeah,
Syrian,
if
ancient.
you wanted to, that's fine. Yeah, that's good. Ya, and then give me another ya. And then give me a na. Now, what's wrong with that middle one there? You got ma.
Here?
Yeah, no, the last. What's this right here? What's wrong with that?
All right.
Should be an ending character, shouldn't it?
That is right.
Okay, should be an ending character. Man, slant it. You want to slant that. Always slant it. That's the whole point. A little longer. Yeah, if you don't slant it, then people won't know what that is. Okay, I want you guys to interpret. Appreciate that. Clap it up for them, okay? Always clap it up in class, right? People can hear you, okay? I want you guys to interpret what these are. Show me. How are they spelled? There's 3 words right there. I want you guys to spell those for me. Spell them out in the chat, okay? We're still talking about what? Similarities? Right? We're talking similar. We're talking similar. Of course, and I kind of like to do it like this. Similar. All right. Okay. Tell me what these are. Similar. They're close to the chat now. If they give you answers, that's what we want.
Like Sister Labaya said, Zion.
Go ahead, write them up. Oh, yeah. I'll do it. Can't see that for us, so I'll have to write. What is it?
Z-A.
Go ahead.
Z-A. Y-A-N.
Z-A. What else?
Y-A-N.
Okay.
M-A. And then the next one is M-A.
Okay. M what?
M-A.
Okay.
Y-A-N.
Okay.
And then the last one is Y-A-Y-A-N.
Y-A? Y-A-N?
Come. And the brother Marcus,
Okay. Well,
the brother Marcus literally had the same thing as what the sister did.
that's good. That's what I want to know. You have the same thing, so you don't have to repeat it, do you?
Live.
Okay, yeah, all I'm interested in, tell me exactly what they say. Okay, anybody else? We giving other people a chance. Quan, come on. Who else? Quan, Marcus, other people second in the chat. Parabah, I know she's somewhere on the chat, somewhere there. Okay? But this is what I want. I want you guys to have the ability to be able to read this Hebrew. Because see, once you understand the Hebrew here, then I know you understand this chart. Go ahead.
It's Lakia, I'll leave it to you. I ain't saying.
Go ahead.
I was just saying,
Yeah.
I mean, they got it spelled correct. I just didn't put the connectors on what it should have been.
Oh, yeah. That's all right. And that's good. Yeah, we should have the connectors on. But that's all right. So give me the connect. Come up here and put the connectors there, Asha. We'll let you do that. Put those connectors, man. That's important. You're right. So they'll know. There you go. There you go. And that's good. Let's clap it up for it right there. Very good. And those connectors, it's important. And next, yeah. See, the reason why, you're right. Somebody put, what's in that chat right there?
Oh, that was it. No,
Okay. It's important to write those connectors. That's important. Matter of fact, you guys, I think so far doing this did it without the connectors, which is cool, man. Akwafian and Akyam, men and women. I'm glad. I mean, listen. But we should have had connectors up there. That's our flaw. But that's important. When you're reading the Hebrew, you have to have the connectors on the proper, and of course, what you have to have at the end, the connectors also, right there. You know, because if you write the wrong thing, it'll be hard to interpret. Anybody else up there?
Wow, sir.
Okay, just keep it chat. We got a few more seconds. Waiting for more people to check their answers. So far, we have Sister Labaya. Let's check it, man. She said this is how you spell those. What we got? We waiting for more. Sister Labaya said that's how you spell it. So we want to know. Inquiring mind want to know, man. Just let me know when somebody puts something in the chat over there.
Come on.
Okay? All right. Somebody else got something down there?
Sister Sherrod just checked in.
Got to have Sister Sherrod. We'll have Sister Officer Natazar, camp leader, and then our assistant camp leader would have Sister Labaya. Then we have Sister Rod. We have Marcus. We have Kaz. He may be kind of busy right now. And who else we got up there? And Dequan. Right? Y'all tell me, man. Is this right? What she has? Let's check it. I mean, you know, if you do nothing else but write in there and just say, "Con, sir," it looks right. You know, let me know, because this is your exercise. It's not for me. I want to know if you guys got it right. I want you to know if you understand what you're doing. So far, I have one person put something up in here. Come on, where everybody else? And Parabah, where you at? I know you on these lessons. Anybody else? What we got?
Brother Marcus said concert.
Concert. He says it right. He said this. He says Labaya is right, right?
Okay.
Okay, good. We got Marcus, right?
Okay.
Got Marcus, and we got answers from Labaya. Okay, who else? What's the brave souls? Because you know you spelling the Hebrew out of the ancient and the Assyrian there. So that's important. We mix it up. And that's how you learn. That's how you learn the chart. That's how you understand. We'll give you guys about 15 more seconds here. And then we'll move, and then we'll tell you what these mean, unless people know what these mean. Anybody know what they mean? Anybody else in the chat? If you know what it means, go ahead, tell me. But if you don't, if you recognize at least one of the words, let me know. Anybody?
Sir.
Okay, what's that?
Sister Shara said,
Right.
Yayan is strong drink, wine.
Okay, she said yayan is wine. She recognized that word. That's a good one. She recognized the word, and that's the word right there. All right, and that is correct. She's correct. What else? Anybody else? Okay, all right. So let's give them the answers right there. All right. Anybody else there? Okay, this word right here means from. And this word right here means weapon. All right? It's like you know, these words right here absolutely have nothing to do with meaning of each other. They don't mean anything. Weapon, Zayan. From, Mayan. Wine is Yayan. And look how you spell them. All you're missing is one sound. Za, Ma, and Ya. You miss one of them, you mess the whole word up. Or it sounds similar. So when you sound out words, that's important even when you enunciating a word. You know, like a glorified form of pronunciating, I'm sorry, pronunciating. So when you say Zayan, you got to make sure you say Za, Zayan, not Yayan. Or when you say Mayan, you got to make, what is he saying? Mayan, water? Or is he saying Mayan, from? You know, that's why it's important. You know, because in our language, we say, if I say water, you know what I'm saying, man, it's water, man, water. I mean, you can say water, that's fine. But make sure people understand what that is. You know, if I say, man, we're going to get some yayan. I mean, did he say Mayan or Zayan? Just make sure, because it's a whole nother language, man. And it's our language that we use as black people back in our days, and even we're bringing it back up to date. You know, it's okay to say it slang, but just make sure you say yayan, man. Or Mayan, water. Or that's a Y-A-M, Y-A-M, Mayan. But we got Mayan. Sometimes that sounds like water, but it's from. Okay? And then we have Zayan, weapon, right? Okay? All right, so everybody has in the clap? Everybody has in the chat. Any more comments up there?
Wow.
Well, let's clap it up for everybody. Right. Everybody, all the Labaya, Shara, who else that? Quan, and Marcus, y'all got it right, so good. I'm glad of that. So we're gonna move on here. And that's good. You guys doing anybody in a shop? Yeah, okay. All right, come on, let's do it. Let's do some. Everybody got that written down? I'm pretty sure by now. Okay? So let's move on. And that's good. That's similar words, man. Let's write down a sentence here. Let's write a sentence and let's let them interpret this sentence here. Let's see what we got here. Do me a favor. Write an M. down. And a ha sound. Just ha. You put a connector under both of them. And then in the Syrian, I want you to write right beside it. The Syrian, I want you to write sha. Okay. And then I want you to write a ma. Yeah. And I want you to write a ka.
K-A-C.
Ka. Yeah, K, I'm sorry. It's all right.
Been a long time, man.
Now you know that's not right. This is ending, right? That's a lesson for you.
Oh,
It's ending, right?
good.
All right. So what's the ending character? But go ahead.
You said K-A?
Yeah, ka. All right, let's give me a ka. When I say ka, then you gotta know, you gotta recognize what that is. Okay. And above it, we wrote. Okay. And I want you guys now. I have mixed it up. That's good. That's good, right? Good. Okay. Clap it up for that. That's two different languages, right? You clap also. Everybody in here. All right, that's good enough. Then we'll have you come back up and interpret, write down what that is in a second here. In the chat, all right? In the chat, let me know what does this mean in the chat. So you guys see I wrote it down in two different Assyrian and Hebrew. They're all Hebrew, but I wrote it down purposely in Assyrian and ancient Hebrew. And I want you guys to be able to use it. But it's one sentence. This is a sentence. This is a sentence. All right? All right? That's a sentence, man. I want you guys to write down what that sentence is. What is this sentence? What is it saying? Or at least write it. The first step of telling me what it's saying is how you interpret it. I mean, what is it saying in English? Then we'll get to what it's saying. Okay? What is that? Somebody talk to me. Talk to me, man. And when they get done with it, then you come up here and you can write down what it is. Okay? It's a sentence, man. All right. Talk to me. They're going to be filling up the chat there in a second there. Tell me what this is. I want y'all to tell me, what is this? And up here, Shah, you want to kind of like put it like right up about here. Like right there. Up top.
Okay.
Kind of perfect your writing there a little bit. Like me. Just joking with you. But I mean, it's kind of help people. They can identify, but we want to try to look as much like the chart as we can, right?
Right.
Okay. You guys take your time. I mean, it's no hurry. Just take your time. Like I did. I wrote this in two different forms, man. The ancient and the Assyrian. But that is a sentence. Write down. You don't have to tell me what it means, but at least write down in English, what is it? And then write in the chat. Type in the chat what it is. Anybody? Nobody?
Sir.
Okay. We'll let them keep doing it. Okay. Write down in the chat, what is this? In English, tell me what this is. That's your first step. You got to be able to recognize everything on the board. I ain't heard from you in a little bit. Y'all tell me. You know, Parabah, where you at? Quan, come on now. Let's wake y'all up in here. I know y'all in that yayan. That's cool. That's fine, man. You know, but tell me, what is this?
Marcus said Marcus.
Yeah.
M-A-H-A-H.
Okay. He's got what?
M-A-H-A-H. Then the
Spell it again.
M-A-H-A-H.
Yeah. M-A-H-A-H.
Con.
Okay.
Then the other half is S-H-A.
Right here.
Con.
Uh-huh.
M-A-R-A-H.
S-H-A-M-A-R-A-H.
Con.
That's what Marcus have?
Con.
Okay. I got you up there, Marcus. You got S-A-H-M-A. What? Say it again. S-A-S-H-A.
S-H-A. M-A.
Oh, M-A. Okay. Sloppy. What else?
R-A-H.
Okay. That's what Marcus got. All right. Anybody else? Just keep me in the chat. Keep me informed. All right. Y'all tell me what this is now. Kind of do it like that a little bit. All right. Talk to me. Anybody else? As a matter of fact, let's not quite like that. So I go back to what I had before. Like that. It's locked. Anybody else? Keep that chat informed.
The sister Shara said M-A-H.
Okay, Shara said M-A-H.
And the second half is S-H-A.
S what?
S-H-A.
Okay,
M-A-K.
M-A-K. S-A-M-A-K, right? And that was Shara?
Con.
Okay. Anybody else? Quan, Labaya? Who else? Barabah? Talk to me. Y'all keep up with that chat now, because it's going to roll. People getting their answers. That's what I need to know. All right?
Okay.
Anybody? Come on, keep up with the chat now. All right?
The sister Labaya
Right.
said M-A.
She said what?
M-A.
Okay.
And on the second half is S-H-A.
She said M-A?
M-A.
Okay. Uh-huh.
And the second half is S-H-A. M-A-K.
S-H-A-M-A-K?
Con.
Okay. Let's make sure I got this right. Yeah. Oh, shoot. I might have spelled something wrong. Let me see. No, I did it right. Yeah, I got it right. Got it. She said, let's get this right. She said M-A-S-H-A-M-A-K. Okay, I got it. I see what they're doing. I got it. Got it. Okay, anybody else?
No, sir.
Who else is that? Nobody?
Nobody.
All right. All right. let's do some correction up in here. Y'all close. Let's clap it up, everybody, y'all. Well, let's show you what this really, how this really spells, man. Let's show you how this really sounds and how it really spells. Okay, that's important. Anybody else up there?
The Sister Labaya said,
Right.
M8.
Okay. She said M8.
SHAMAN.
M-A-N.
Come.
She changed it again, didn't it?
And then the brother Marcus said, judging from their spelling, I need a little more help with this. LOL Salaki.
No, that's not a problem. Hey, Marcus, you good? Everybody's fine. You're good. That ain't the problem. That's not a problem. All right. Okay. Let me put up here. Let me put up here what this really is. Okay. Let me put down here because there's some rules here. When you have first of all, we have ma. Can they see that right here pretty good? Okay, ma. And then you have a ha. Okay? Now, you don't need, because you're saying the word, because we put the connector, ma'ah. It's not ma'aha. You don't need the ha, a after that sound. You drop it. You want to drop it. That's a rule that we learned last week, remember? We put the full a sound, ma, ah, on the ma. And the h or the ha, you bring that in, but you don't have to have the a sound. Okay? And that's because you just don't need it. It drops. That's the rule. You don't need the ha. You're going to learn that a lot here, okay? So that's what you guys up here, you just had the ma, you didn't address the ha. Over here, some people addressed it, and then they put the h behind it and the a behind it. And who did this one? Shara. Okay, Shara, Sister Shara, she had it right. She had M-A-H. That's exactly right. Ma. So listen to it. Ma. Anybody else in the chat? Okay, ma. Okay. All right, let's address this right here. Sha. You need that. You need that full S-H-A. And then you have what we call ma. Now, I purposely did that. Had I done that, and I kind of threw you off when I did the Syrian here. I did that purposely because I knew it'd kind of throw you off a little bit there. I'm sorry. But the sham, because if I would have drawn that in ancient and drawn a connector between the two, you would have known to drop the A. You don't need an A after that. It's sham. Sham. And then you want to have the full, that is a ka. This is a ka. I think Marcus, if you look at that chart, the ka, the ending connecting ka, and the ra looks like that. That's the difference, okay? Got it? That's a ra. This is the ra. And that's the ending connecting ka right here. That's the biggest difference. So it's not a, anyway. Yeah, anybody? Go ahead.
Look, CHAAZAQ just checking in.
CHAAZAQ, glad to have in class. CHAAZAQ, Trooper CHAAZAQ, okay? Sham. Okay, then what's left is ka. So, because you dropped the ma, the A there, now you need to add that. And I kind of threw you off. That, and this is a good lesson right here to show you how messed up this Syrian language really is. That's why you want to use. Had I drawn that out in ancient or old ancient, you would have probably gotten it a little better. But it's Ma'ah Shamka, okay? Ma'ah Shamka. That's what it is, all right? So when you say Shamka, some people almost had it right here. So if you drop the A, Shara, and some people add the Ra and the Ha there because you're trying to put the full sounds there. And it's not your fault. because the Syrian language doesn't address that because you don't really put the sounds in there like that, man. So I'm gonna show you. If I did this and if I did like this, sham, and then I put what did I want to put? Ka. Okay, like that. So I would say like this. I would have said sham ka. Then you would have seen how to drop that. But I didn't. I put it in Assyrian purposely because now you got to think. So maybe, and I mixed it. I'm sorry. But now what does the sentence mean? Ashak, come in for a second, would you please? If you could for me. Baba Kushak. Y'all got this? Y'all, it's Ma'asham Ka, right? Okay, erase this right here. Leave that up there, but erase that. Yeah, there you go, sir. There you go, man. All right, now look. Write down, yeah, you can do it. Write down, that is a sentence, so write down what, right here, what is your name? You can put is up there, but you don't really need is. It's understood in Hebrew. It can be just what's your name? That's how we talk in black talk. And it's a question. You know, it's an interrogative statement, man. It's put a question mark behind there. Yeah, it's an interrogative, meaning what's your name? What is your name? And how do we explain that? Because Ma'ah, put Ma'ah down there, M-A-H. Put it down there in green there for me, would you? The water. M-A-H. And then we don't need Hawa for is. Let's go over to Yar, underline your. We're explaining this here, what this is, man. Now, what is your? So your is a possession, man. It's like yours, like your own. So we're going to need a possessive adjective, right? So what? Why? Because name is a proper noun, or it's a pronoun. I'm sorry, not a proper noun. It's a pronoun. It's not proper noun would be CHAAZAQ. But I'm saying name, like okay, that's a pronoun, okay? So a pronoun, you want to take this, put a PA above there. Write PA above your. Yeah, right above it. P period A. That means possessive adjective. You always move possessive adjectives in back of the pronoun or noun, okay? That is so we want to put shamka. Sham, right? Sham.
Under your.
Yeah, yeah, you can do it that way. Sham. And then write the word ka in black. Right in black, if you don't bother with y'all, if you don't mind. I'm just for illustration purpose. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right, ka. All right, do you understand that? All of that?
Shamka.
Okay, yeah. Explain it to them. Go ahead. Come on, you can do it, officer. Go ahead. Give it a shot. We got everything right down there in front of you. Go ahead.
All right.
Because it's asking your name. We just used 2 words, Ma'ashamka. That's all we did. Let me explain that.
You know, what is your name?
Right.
You know, in Hebrew, we're simple people.
Right.
We just keep it Ma'ashamka.
Right.
And it's just, what would be the terminology, like to shrink it?
Well,
basically simplifying.
You don't have to use a word for your.
Right.
You know, or like you or anything. You just say ka. You can use, there is a prepositions and there are possessive adjective. In this case, there's a possessive adjective, ka,
right,
which means your. So we just put it in back of sham, which means what? Name. Right? Write down here, sham equals name.
In black?
Yeah. So people can see it. Learning, ain't you? Equals name. There you go. Now, explain it now. Now explain it. Go ahead. I'll sit back. Everybody's looking at you. Go ahead.
What is your name? You got Ma for what?
Ma'ah.
Ma'ah, Salaki. You
Right.
got Ma'ah for what? And you got Shamka. Sham means name. And you know, your is also a possessive adjective. So, you know, the short way of saying it is Ma'a Shamka.
And
what's your name?
Okay. So go ahead, finish. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I believe that was it.
So why did we just write your? Why did we write that down? Why did we write ka? Because ka is the possessive adjective that we're looking for, right? And you always put it in back of the noun that is modifying. Right? So we put it in back of it, right? And ka is equal to your. That's the possessive adjective, right?
Okay.
So when we say shamka, you are saying your name. That's the same as saying your name. Now, if I left it by here, if I left it what name, I just say ma'asham. Right? But I say what is your name, and what is a possessive? You know, like possession, right? It's your name, right? Okay. So your name is Ashayala, right? So, but I didn't ask you that. I just asked you what's your name. It's a question, right? So ka is how you say you. You know, it's masculine, and then if it's feminine, it'll be actually. I think for that is both in this particular case. It's masculine and feminine, and then when they say it, they may answer back in a masculine or feminine form, but we don't want to get into that one right now, right? We're going to get into this. Does everybody in the audience in the chat understand that? I hope if y'all do, just type con, sir. If you could, that lets me know you understand it, right? Okay. Now let's do another one here. Let's do something else here. Now I hope everybody understand that. Who's writing in the chat there?
Sister Sharad said con, so.
Yeah, Sister Sharad understand that. Right, and Parabah and Labaya and Marcus, y'all understand that, right? Now I want you guys to just make sure they understand that. That's the whole point. So before we go on somebody else, let's see what else. I want to make sure y'all understand everything we got written down on the board here.
Ratazak said con, sir.
Ratazak understand it?
And Marcus said
Marcus
con,
understand
sir.
it? Huh? Labaya and Quan and who else? Let's make sure y'all understand it. I just want to make sure you understand it. Right? So when we say ma'a, shamka, the word for, like I say, ma'a is what? It's an interrogative word. You have what, who, when, why, where. And there's plenty of words like that. Somebody else in the chat right there.
Oh, the Sister Labaya says Salakia con out of one.
She understands. Gotcha. Let's clap it up for everybody in the chat right there. Right. Clap it up. Clap it up for everybody in the chat. Clap it up. We'll put them in your pocket there. Whatever it takes, man. They need to hear the clap. They can't see the clap. They need to hear it, right? Gotcha. If you don't mind, Papa Shop. But so that's what this means, man. That's what this means, sisters and brothers. Like Adawan and Adawanyam. And everybody alike. Slap to the men over me. Okay. But that's what it means. So we don't have. I think everybody understand that. Akim and Akwathium. Everybody understand all of that we got written on the boards, and that's important. So we're going to erase this and we're going to put something else up there. But as long as you understand it, y'all write this down because this applies in you learn your possessive adjectives. And we went over the preposition last week, and then we'll go more possessive adjectives maybe next week. But it's good to spell it. Like I said, I threw y'all off when I wrote this in Assyrian. Because if up top, if I would have said Shamka, then you would have got it a little bit better. So let's go ahead and erase this. Let's go on to the next.
Everything?
Yeah, just erase everything. Except for Lashawan Qadash. Well, let's move on to the next one here. All right? Let's move on to the next one. That was a good sentence right there, man. Let's go on to some tenses, man. What do I mean when I say write the word tenses up there? We're gonna write. We're gonna do what tenses we're gonna do today? Because I don't know if we're gonna get into all of them, because it takes a whole class to do exactly all of the tenses. But I'm gonna get into the present tense today, for right now, I believe. Okay. I want you guys to write down, let me see, I'll write it down here and then I'll have you come up here. Let me, this will be fast for me to do it this way like here. I want you guys to do this. And then we'll have you come back up, officer, to do something else, okay?
Okay.
Man, did I have this backwards? Okay, slocky about that. I give a pencil. Let's see. There we go. Okay, slocky. All right, let's address this one. This time I ain't gonna do it in Assyrian. I'm gonna do it all in ancient. I don't want to confuse nobody anymore because I knew y'all did better than that last one. Y'all. All right, tell me what this means. Write it down. Y'all get your pencil and paper out and tell me what this means. It's an ancient Hebrew, man. But Marcus, that's how you just keep trying, Marcus. You don't give up. You just keep trying. And in trying, we'll explain it to you on the board, and that's how you understand it, okay? Keep going. Sorry. Slocky. That's how you just keep trying, and next thing you know, you got it, okay? So you don't give up on that. You just keep going. All right? There we go. Tell me what that is. Y'all take your time in the chat. Doing a wonderful job. Lashawan Qadash class, man. We always have some good classes because we participate. That's the whole thing, right? Tell me what this says. And this time I got it written down. And y'all, and be cognizant and be mindful of what to drop and what to keep. That's the whole point. And we'll explain it, you know. I got it all in ancient Hebrew this time because the fallacy that we have with our the fallacy that we have with the Assyrian is that you got to you have to really do some interpretation. Go ahead.
The sister Labaya says Salakia.
Okay.
She put her answer. She said AH.
Oh, she got an H. You got an answer there. Okay, go ahead. What is it?
AHN.
OAH.
AHN. N. YA. And the second half is DA. WA. BAR.
Okay. All right. Keep up with the chat now.
Sister Shara said AN.
Okay, this was Sister Labaya. Now this is okay. This is Sister Shara. Okay, what you got?
AN.
AN.
YA.
Okay.
And the second half is DA. WA. BAR.
Ah.
The brother Marcus.
Okay.
He got AH.
Marcus. Okay. A-H.
A-H. N-Y-A. And the second half is D-A-W-A-B-A-R.
Ah. You guys get some similar answers now, huh? Anybody else? Got Quan, Radazak, Akash. Some of you guys may be working, but some of you guys in Parabah. You checked in yet? All right. Anybody else?
Live, sir.
Okay. Lock it. Okay, that's what I thought. All right. We'll give you guys a few more seconds here. We got 3 answers so far. Y'all looking good, looking good, looking good. Looking good. Anybody else?
Live, sir.
Okay, we'll give you guys a few more seconds here in the chat. See if anybody else put the answer. We don't want nobody to rush. We always want to get people, give you a chance to drink your yan and my yan, man. Have a good time here in Lashawan Qadash class. At the same time, we're learning. Anyway, just another, like a sort of sentence. I told you we would get into tenses, similarities, sentence, man, sentence structure. And we'll get into that tonight. And that's what we've done so far. That's what I like. We've come a long way from writing down this and then interpreting it and drawing and writing down symbols, and that's good. And Marcus, you just keep doing what you're doing and keep following, and then look at the chart and figuring it out and paying attention to. And here, let me explain something too. The connectors help you connect. This is a singular connector, right? It doesn't need any help. That word, whatever that character is, it's a sound on its own, okay? All right? So what kind of connector is that, Asha?
Independent.
An independent connector, right? And then we have, what kind of connector is this? Independent, right?
Come.
That's what we're saying, Marcus, okay? And then what about this connector here?
Dependent.
Dependent. So these two characters depend on each other, these two. And when you do that, you usually drop, you have the same, you have the sound, but it normally drops vowels when you do that. And that's what we're getting into here. So you'll understand how to spell things properly. You can amend, y'all can amend this if you want, you can keep it. But when you get into this, that's how you know how the connectors help you understand what vowel, in many cases. There are some exceptions to even those rules. Sometimes I miss some things. But like in that last one that we had, Shamka, that was man, that was wicked, I'm telling you. But anyway, that had the full sha, it dropped the ma, and then it added the ka at the end. So hey, that's something different. But had I shown you the connectors, you would have been able to put it together better. But that's why I mixed it up so you guys can see. I did it purposely so you can see that the Hebrew ancient and the Hebrew Assyrian are different, man. You have to be able to understand. Anybody else in the chat?
Live, sir.
Okay, we'll give you guys 15 more seconds, then we'll explain what we got here. And then we'll tell you what this means, okay? We're talking about, just remember, it's a present tense, okay? Something that we're doing, present tense. I'm thinking next week we'll get into the same and then we'll get into some more, but we'll kind of start off with a little more tenses and then we'll finish off with something else, is what I'm thinking. That's my guess. But right now this is present tense, right? So far, so we'll put that up there. Present tense. Yeah, present tense. Like you have past tense, present tense, future tense. And I ain't gonna get into all this future perfect and all that. I'm no English teacher. We're just doing what we can in Lashawan Qadash, as I've learned, okay? All right. We all got it? Shop?
I'm good.
Okay. All right, let's see. Let's clap it up for everybody for this that trying, right? All right. Let's explain it. Let's see who's got it right. Who's that? Shara? Labaya? Okay. Let's explain. Let's do it this way first. Labaya had AH. Now she kept the H right there. But you don't need that H. You don't need the H. The reason why you don't need the H is because of the sound that is joining to. It's a na. You don't have to say ahana. You just say na together in this case. And normally you would think you would need an A, but when you're starting off with a vowel like that, you got to remember vowels have some strange things going on when you add them and have like a ah. You got to be careful around vowels. So you just need the A and the N. And then of course at the end you need the full sound because it's by itself. It's not on ya without a A. So you did do that right. That's A. That's exactly right. So that is correct. And Marcus, same with you. You did the exact same thing. You don't need this H here. You don't need the H because of the connectors. It's an A and an N. So you don't need because this ah is a vowel. Use on. So it's on. That's what it's trying to say. It's trying to say A-N. That's why you have it there. Okay? You don't want to say the na because it's not trying to, because it's already used this sound up. You don't need a ah after it because it's used this sound up with the ah. So it's on. That makes sense? Okay. And then ya, you did that right. That's correct. That's correct. That's exactly right. It's ya. You need why? Because you need the full sound now. But the connectors did that. And then dawa bar. So you said da. Okay, we give a full sound, right? Wa, full sound, right? Right, Asha? Okay. What about bar? You need ba, right? You don't need the H in there, but why? Because it's joined in the R, right? So it's just B, ba, right? I didn't mean that. I didn't mean it that way. Ba has a full sound, right? There's no H there. What am I talking about? And then the ra, you don't need the A, do you? Because it is joining another sound. You don't want to say dawa ba bara ha ha. It doesn't need the ha in there, because then you would have a whole nother letter out there. Ha. You don't need that. It's simply sloppy. This is normally telling the picture right there. Bar. This is saying a sound like B-A-R. And that's what you've done. So clap it up in the chat for it, right? All right? Exactly right, right? Now, Shara has it perfect. She knows, for some reason. Anybody else in the chat? Shara been doing this for a while. She knows to drop that H. You don't need that. So she said, okay, I dropped the H and I add the N. On. She did that. She did exactly right. Okay, and then she said, well, since I got that, he told me, I'm just going by what teacher said. Now he said, and then I got a ya by itself. The ya is not a ya without an A sound, right? Or a sound, so you got to say ya is that. So on ya, she's correct. And dawa bar, she has it right because you're saying da, wa, and ba, and then you're picking up the ra. You don't want to say da ba ra. You want to say da bar because it ends. Why? Because you're connecting another sound, right? Okay. So Sister Shara has it perfect. She has it. Everybody else just missed one. That's fine. So everybody still got an A on that, right? I mean, I would do what I would do is give everybody A and give her A plus. But that's the whole point. The whole point is Marcus and that see Mark, see how close you come right there. So learn the lessons that we're talking right now, and that's Quan and CHAAZAQ and CHAAZAQ. Y'all learn these lessons. That's what we're doing, man. To reiterate, let's go over it again. Can you do this? Can you show this? Asha, show what's happening, going on. Go over what I just did.
You want to repeat everything?
Huh? Yeah. Repeat it the way you think. Do it in your own format. Why is it that it's spelled like this? She has it correct. Now, because we've used ancient, right?
Okay.
Why is that correct? Because that's an N right there. Why is that correct? She's right. Matter of fact, everybody's right except for one letter down here. Everybody had that right. Especially Dawabar. Because of those connectors, right? Because if I did it, matter of fact, draw that in Assyrian. Write it out in Assyrian. You ain't got nothing? I'll leave you nothing. Okay, write in Assyrian. We'll show you a little bit here why it's hard to get things from Assyrian sometimes. It's hard to even see what's going on. Yeah, draw them as perfect as you can. We've got plenty of time. What is that? A D? Make a straight line?
Straight line?
Nah, that looks like a car. You can't make it. You got to make it look like that they see the difference. And then two, there you go. Now, that right there, for some reason, looks like a D. Okay? Go ahead. They got to see that it's not a car, right? Too much stem up to the top, but there you go. There you go. All right. The why? What you want now? Go ahead. Draw a straight line down there. All right. That's good. Well, and draw a little bit further back. Yeah, something like that. Okay. Now what you got? Now that's what people think is that looks like a. Now this one right here, this R looking right, that raw. People sometimes mistake it as a ka. So how would you make it different? Make it compact and shorter. That's what people want to see, to make it look like a ra. Because it looks like a car. It can look like a car. I mean, I can understand what you've done. Nah, that looks like a car. Just what you want to do when you're writing a raw. You want to do like this. Even in the book, you want to do like this, broad, and then like that. That look like a raw there? Now, what you don't want is this. Then we went over those lessons, right? Because they look alike, only one's broader, you know what I'm saying? But see how wide that is? There's no mistake about that, right? Okay, that's what we want. And that's an interconnected car. But that's how you tell the difference. Right? Let's clap it up for it, right? Okay? Now, if that's the case, okay. Wow, appreciate that. Glad for that, okay? Before we move on here. But anyway, let's explain to keep going here while you're drinking your yan and the mayam. Basically, in here, man, if I said anya, it's hard to tell in this 10th sentence here what this is. But it reads exactly the same as this. It's da wa bar. But you don't have any connectors, so it's hard to see. That's why I like to see connectors, man. And once you have the connectors, then you can always write down the ancient next. I mean the Assyrian next after. That's what I normally do. You can do it any kind of way you want, but I prefer the ancient for that reason, not because it looks pretty. It don't even have, it's missing meaning. And I've showed you that, especially on the last lesson. Everybody was all over the place because I wrote it in Assyrian. It's hard to pick up where to put things. But you guys got them pretty much right this way. And that lets me know right there the fallacy in the Assyrian. It's not in us, in the Syrian language when we were in captivity. That's the fallacy that we saw, man. But you see in the original mother language, man, and the ancient, man, those connectors mean a lot, right? Okay? That's what it is. All right, let's put it up here. What does this mean? All right, let's put Dawa bar. The bar means what? To speak, right? Okay. The bar means to speak. So when you say anya, you're saying, and anya means to I am. Present tense. Anya. I am. Okay? So if I'm saying I'm speaking, and that's what you want to do. I'm speaking. All right? I am speaking, or I am speaking, or I am. And that's what it is, because the word dabar, okay? But in this case, when you use it in the present tense, you want to say dawa bar. Dawa bar means to speaking. You're putting an ing on that word, speaking. And then it's I am. Anya. It's almost like I'm watching. Anya shawamar. Because shamar is to watch. So we want to say that. Anya dawabar. Okay? Everybody understands that? Y'all write that in your notes. But that's the way you do that. That's the way you would write that in present tense, man. And that's why I wrote it down there. Anya dawabar. I'm speaking. It's like right now. I'm speaking. I am speaking. Or I am. Okay? Let's change something up here. Asha. Good one. Very good. Y'all did a great job in that. Not everything now, just that. Yeah, erase all of that and just the first thing up there. Yeah, erase that. And put, yeah, leave that one up there. Put, oh, you got no pencil? Put A, then tha, yeah. And a ha. Okay, put under the first one, individual connector, and put join those two together with a independent, I'm sorry. Okay? All right? Go ahead and erase that down at the bottom if you feel from it. All right? All right. Y'all write down what this is. This is another tense. All right? All right, when we get done, we'll write down there what that is. Just hold on to that marker right there, okay? I thought, didn't I give you another marker?
I gave it back. Grab it.
Oh, okay, here, let me hold that one down. Why? Thought I gave it. Okay, that looks good. Oh, yeah. Let's write that in Assyrian down there since you're up there. Let's show the people, show the chat right there. Okay. See the difference? Be kind of hard to figure out what that is without those, isn't it? Okay, so we'll let let's man the chat there. Let's see what we got going on. See what we got going on there. Anybody? Okay. Well, they're still writing, right? Okay. Break time's over. Let's see what we got up here. I left this one up here because so just write it again, just in case. Write it again. Just tell me. What we got?
Brother Marcus got AH.
Okay, you got Marcus got AH. All right.
TH.
TH.
AH.
AH. Okay, that's Marcus. All right. Anybody else? And Marcus trying to catch on there, ain't? hey, Marcus. Go ahead and just for the sake of doing it, I know we did this one. Go ahead and write this one out too. But I mean, we did. We know what it is, but go ahead and write it out. Hey, I tell you what. Let's do this one. Write this one out. Now we'll leave it like that. I don't want to get into that. Yeah.
The sister Labaya, she said AH.
Right.
TH. AH. And on the second half, she said DA. WABAR.
Okay, good. It's just for exercise and to be writing it again.
And also, Brother Marcus spelled the second half DAWABAR.
Okay, good. So he's got the same thing then, and that's good. I expect it. I'm just making sure you guys do it as a practice. Mabaya said that. Okay, I'm just doing it as a practice so you guys can understand. I didn't want to write that word again. I mean, no sense of doing it when you already know it. I could have wrote it down in a series, but that's the point is I'm getting you guys to see something here. Okay? Anybody else? Anybody else?
Sister Shara said AH.
Okay.
THA.
AHTHA?
Come on. On the second half is DAWABAR.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, she got D. Okay, I got you. D, the same as last time. DA,
Come.
WABAR.
Come.
And what does she have up to the AH what?
AHTHA. And that's it.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. All right. Anybody else?
Salaki. Sister Shara said she meant ATHA.
All right. I'm going to let her spell it again. What is it now?
ATHA.
ATHA? ATHA?
Come.
Okay. That's it. That's what you got, right? ATHA, right?
Come.
Okay. And that's Shara. Everybody got Dawa bar correct because it means to speak or speaking. In this case, it's speaking. Okay. All right. Anybody else?
Sister Shara said Salakia.
Okay.
Her autocorrect was. It was basically autocorrect was correct.
Just tell me what you got.
I gotta wait again.
Oh, she's doing something now?
No, she said her autocorrect corrected her. Now by you saying, I just wait for her to respond.
Okay, I got you. I see what you're saying. We'll wait a few more seconds. I got it. I see what you're saying. Ooh. got this word, that word, and she got ATHA still, right?
Okay.
What she got? Who's that?
All right. Sister Shara said AH.
Okay.
TH.
AHTH.
AH.
Okay, she changed it a little bit, right?
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. Anybody else?
Nah, okay.
Okay, what you say? What you say? Asha.
AHTHAH.
Okay, y'all said that? All right, let's clap it up and chat down. Let's clap it up for everybody, okay? Now, so basically everybody has it absolutely correct. And I was wondering when Shara left that out there. But now let's explain this for a second. Look down at the second line down there. You see atha, and it's it's kind of hard to really pay attention to, but you can read it. Atha. It can be read. But if you read it in the Assyrian, I'm sorry, that's in the Assyrian. But if you read it in the ancient Hebrew up to the top there with the connectors, the ah is by itself, so you give it a full sound. Ah, that is ah, right? The tha, you give it its full sound, but then you have to add that ha, right? Now sometimes you take the a, but because you hear the tha is a full sound, unless it occurs at the end, then you don't need the a. It all depends on what it's doing, right? So this is ah, tha, the full tha. It's like tha that is tha, like that, right?
Okay.
And then the ha right here, it's by itself, right? So you simply join those two sounds together, and it looks exactly like what you got on the board. All right? Okay. Akim and Akwathian. It's exactly right. So full sound tha, and then the ha by itself. You don't need an a. But Marcus, in the chat, you got it exactly right, man. Where Marcus? Yeah, Marcus, that's what I'm doing. Marcus, Labai, and Shara, and everybody else, I'm pretty sure got it. Now, Marcus, you tell me you ain't learned, man. Type in the chat if you learned that. Type in the chat. So you say it's hard, now you got it now. See, you understand how you drop things and add things. And that's the whole point. And you're adding vowels and of the ah, the ah normally of sounds, and then the ah is there's a ah in our language. There's a ah or I in everything we do. What Marcus got? Somebody got some up there?
Brother Mark said, I learned that ah.
You learned it? Did it say ah?
He said, I learned that ah.
Yes, always. Marcus, correct someone there, man. I don't know, Marcus. What title are you, man? What's your rank? Type in chat, what's your rank? I mean, you could be. I don't know. You tell me. Do I need to be addressing you? You tell me. Lock to the men above me. When you say ak. Don't know. You tell me. I'll correct it. One way or the other. What's your rank, Marcus? I just want to make sure I address you right. So what is the rank?
He said, Brother Mark said, I'm coming in as a trooper. Haven't got my name yet.
Okay, good. Let's clap it up for him, okay? So he's learning. But to always address an officer above you as a trooper, it's either sir or Adawan, okay? But it's not a big deal. Just say Khan, sir, or Khan Adawan. It doesn't matter. Khan means yes or no, la'a. Is to always say sir or Adawan. You don't call an officer ak. You don't do that. It means brother, but you always want to address us with the title that we are. We are brothers. You're exactly right. But you want to call me a sir, Khan sir, or Khan Adawan because I'm an officer, okay? All right. All right. So that's the But I appreciate that, Marcus. I appreciate your honesty, man. But you did learn. That's the whole point. Was got.
You said con, sir.
There you go. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Marcus. Appreciate that. But Atha Dawaba, right up there, what this means. A shop. What do you think it means? It means you are watching. You are watching. Yeah, right down in. I mean, you're speaking. I'm sorry. You're speaking. You are speaking. Is that wet or something?
I think that moisture.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Sometimes it get like that. And that's when I know you guys in exercise agility, man, that you wrote Dawabar, but that's what it means. It means you are speaking. That's the sentence. And you are speaking, that's present tense. You are speaking. Okay? All right? That's what it means. To speak. The bar means to speak, man. And it's you can use this in any sense when you're using tenses, man. So you say dawabar. Okay? You are speaking, man. That's what it means. Okay?
Sister Shara said, you're speaking.
She said it right. She said it, she had it right?
No,
Clap it up for her. You are speaking. Atha, you are, or you. And that is in masculine. Put down there, put out to the side an M. It's in masculine. I'll put it up there. It don't matter. M. And put a parenthesis. There you go. That is masculine, man. Remember, that's masculine. So if masculine has one, let's put one down for feminine. All right? Go ahead. Erase that. Erase everything but the bar. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, you can erase that. And I want you to put this up here. Let's see if we can get this one. Leave that one there, because we know there ain't no cat out the bag for that one. I appreciate that. I'll write it down. Just hold on to that for a second. I get it. Wow. All right, I want y'all to write down that. I wrote it in Assyrian, and I wrote it in, this is going to be for the feminine, okay? It'll be for the feminine, I will tell you that. But what is this? Write that down, tell me what it is. I wrote it down in two languages there. I wrote it down in the Assyrian language and the ancient language. Here's the ancient, and I wrote it down in the Assyrian over there. Okay? Tell me what it means. Tell me what it is in English there, and then we'll interpret it for you. And then, of course, you're going to tell me so you can help me interpret it. Tell me what it is. I got to know what it is in English first, man. Okay? That's what I need to know. That's what I need to know. Let me know what it is. Okay? And it's a feminine form. You know. Let me know what it is. Let me know what this is. You know, I wrote this down in Assyrian right here. This is an Assyrian. And this is an ancient. Yeah. Anyway, this is an ancient right here. There. Purposely. Did it purposely so you guys get used to looking at both. You know, because you won't really see them like that. You'll normally see them either Syrian or ancient. But in this case, tell me what this means. I mean, tell me what it says in English. That's the first step, and then we'll look the word up. What we got?
On the second half, Sister Shara,
Yeah.
she had D-A.
Huh? Okay, D-A, okay.
D-A-W-A-B-A-R-A-H. And she said that means she's speaking. Then you got Sister Labaya saying Salakia.
Okay.
You're speaking.
You're speaking?
Sir. I believe that might have been on the last section.
Yeah. You're speaking in the man form, right? Yeah, she's right. You're right, Sister Labaya, exactly right. Clap it up for her. And Sister Shara said, what's the first Shara?
A-H.
Yeah.
A-H-T-H-A-H.
Okay. All right. Yeah, all right.
The brother Marcus said D-A.
Okay, D-A.
W-A.
Okay.
B-A-R-A-H.
Okay. Marcus said that, right? All right.
And Sister Rabaya also said
Uh-huh.
Salakia. A-H.
Okay.
T-H-A-H.
All right.
And on the second half is D-A.
Yeah.
W-A.
Yeah.
B-A-R-A-H.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. I'm assuming, man, Marcus, you. What about the first part on the Assyrian? You agree with that? I mean, if you do, that's fine. And they say it means what?
She's speaking. She is speaking.
Okay. Anybody else?
Brother Marcus said A-H.
Okay, A-H,
T-H.
P-H,
A-H.
A-H. All right, anybody else?
And he
Still
said,
looking?
He said Salakia.
Who?
Marcus, he was saying
No, it's not a problem. Yeah, I appreciate that. Catch it on, Marcus, man. Check in every week, man. You get your name up in here.
About 6 minutes.
Who?
6 minutes.
Do we? Okay. This will be the last one of the night, of course. All right, we give you guys about 10 more seconds checking in on this since we're about done. I appreciate you guys hanging in there. All right. Let's clap it up for the class right there, okay? All right, Lashawan, I want you to put down here Atha Dawa Bara. And they're right. Da Wa Ba Ra. And that's exact. They dropped the H over here and they gave a full sound to everything else.
Okay.
Right? And they dropped the A over here. And they're exactly right. So clap it up for them, okay? Only thing is, Shara and Labaya, it's not she. It's understood that you are a feminine. You are she. But it means you. Here you go. It means you are watching. It's the same thing. Yeah. Atha is always you. It just means it's just in the feminine form. That's all. And it said that when we put Ra on the end, that made it feminine. You are watching, okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Speaking. I'm sorry. Speaking. Lucky about that. Speaking. We say Dawa Ba Ra. It doesn't mean she. But it's understood that because you're a female, that is feminine. Because it's not the same as the male. The male will be different, okay? Dawabar. What did I say it was? But when you put the ra on the end there, it's dawabar, sorry. Dawabar without the ah. But when you put the ah on the end, it's atha. Atha is always you. Okay? It's not a she. It's always you, okay? Y'all understand that, sis? But it's a feminine form, though, because I put ra on the end.
Sister Shara said Khan, sir.
Khan, yeah, I appreciate that. And it's dawa bara. That's how it pronounce. If I would say Sharon Levias, you're women. And then I would say atha dawa bara. I would say you're speaking. And that would be, you're just speaking. That's just the way that's the way I would address you. But if I would address a Shayala or Marcus, I would say atha dawabar. Atha dawabar, man. But if I say to the woman, atha dawara. Almost like Deborah. That's a good way to remember it. Dawabara. So let's clap it up for class, right? Let's clap it up for class. Everybody got that down packed. Everybody understand? And we got that down. Anybody in the comment there?
Sister Shara said Khan, sir.
Right.
And Sister Labaya said Salaki. I didn't put the she. Well, I didn't put she. Salaki.
Oh, I understand. I'm sorry. You put this. It's a charade in. I'm sorry. I got you. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, but that's what it is. No, I'm saying if I would address the woman, it's daba, which means speak. Daba ra. Okay. Daba ra. Dawabara. Almost like Deborah. Okay. But it just simply means you are speaking in a feminine form. Okay? All right. So let's clap it up in the chat, guys. Make sure everybody clap. In the chat, clap it up. You got, okay? That's good. Now we're going to have some Isupk announcements. Join us next week for the class, okay? Go ahead.
Shalom. Isupk security announcement. We are the Isupk. Start out at 1 West 125th Street,
Right.
Harlem, New York. Rules for brother and sister: when a brother or sister come into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18 and 21, Malachi 3, 8 through 10, means 10th in Hebrew, Ma'ashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for a priest, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocation, Passover, 14th day of the first month, Friday, April 15, 2022. Exodus 12, 1 through 51, Leviticus 23, 4 through 5, 1 Corinthians 5, 7 through 8, 2 Chronicles 30 and 17. Reminder Akim and Agwathi to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, I say shalom.
Just salute. Go ahead. Just salute. Go ahead. Salute the brother.
Oh, men of Israel, we'll do one courtesy salute.
To the sisters also.
And to the sister, Amadim Shabbat, Amadim, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Thumb, Yamatah.
Sisters.
One courtesy salute to the sisters, men of Israel, Amadim Shabbat, Amadim, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua. And with that, shalom.